Welcome to the Chrysalis, a place of transformation. Greetings from Henrietta, New York. We're here with Garrett to celebrate his 23rd birthday and to see him in action at his church where he serves as the lead sound technician. We have had a very busy week since returning from Texas. We spent 3 days in Lancaster County visiting with family and friends, including a day with Alan and Rosemary Chambers and a preliminary meeting at Life Center in Harrisburg to finalize our counseling schedule. Since arriving back in Westfield, we've been working to get all the details in order for our ongoing adventure. In fact, we have every day fully scheduled through the end of this month. We have some friends from the Philippines who now live in Canada, with whom we've intended to visit for the last several years. So we began making plans to travel to Canada in early October. Well, I pulled out our passports to be sure that everything was in order, and I discovered that my passport expired almost 2 years ago. Wow. For a guy who's called to missions and is passionate for missions, this came as a big shock for me, which begs the question, how have I gone so long without traveling outside of the country and not even realizing it? Well, several things have come to my mind as I've pondered that question, and the first is the recognition that missions really is where my heart is. And second, missions really is where the heart of VCC is too. It's not a calling for just a few select people, but it is in fact the call of God for all of us. Some to go, some to stay. Some to pray, some to give, some to stay with the stuff, but all of us to work together to build the kingdom right here and in the nations. I also realized that without my passport, I couldn't even visit Canada, let alone travel overseas. So I immediately went, got a haircut, stopped at the post office to get my picture taken, filled out the application, and got it all sent in for my renewal. That kind of reminds me of those imaginal discs in the caterpillar that have been there all along but have just sort of stalled out for a season. But in the chrysalis, they activate again and start to grow really rapidly, as Vicky would say, into something new. I wonder if some of you might be with me in this same boat, having drifted away from what's really important without even realizing it. And now you're in the same position as I am. You couldn't do what you really ought to do even if you wanted to, simply because the smallest and most basic of details has been neglected. We are recognizing that we need to attend to some other basic details of life as well in order to be ready and free to fly whenever and wherever God says. Maybe you're seeing some things of your own that are like my passport. Without it, you're going nowhere. So, whatever it looks like for you in your journey, get your passport, whether it's literal or figurative. Don't wait until it's time to go, or you just might miss the plane. Please remember to pray for us as we continue on our journey. Have a great day, a wonderful week, and be blessed.